Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be playing with the Honey palette from Colourpop. This is the one I was most excited about when I made the order. And it's so pretty, and I think it's just, you don't see a lot of the yellow palettes like this, where a palette that is just all yellow and your look is going to be 100% yellow. You might have a palette that has like a yellow in it, but you don't see this very often, and that's one of the things I love about Colourpop and these monochromatic shadows. So I'm going to jump into this. So I do already have my makeup done, and or my face pretty much, and that's kind of unusual. Normally when I'm trying a new palette, I like to do my eyes first to just see what the fallout situation is going to be. But let's just hope that it's not too bad, because I already have my face done. That glitter, I'm kind of nervous about that, but I have a primer on my eyes, and I actually used a different one than normal. Normally I use my Essence one. Today I used this Angel Eyes one. It's a little thicker, has a little more color to it. I thought it would go well with this palette. So let's get started. I think to set my primer and just kind of start a foundation, I'm going to go in with Stinger right here. Okay, so initial thoughts on the shadow. It surprised me. It's almost, maybe slightly a little, excuse me, a little bit chalky to begin with, but it did get me where I needed to go. I wasn't expecting it to have the kind of texture that it did almost, but I like it. Once I got it blended out, and it did take like a little bit of blending, it wasn't that bad. But in the pan, it looks more like of a light brown, but it's definitely a more yellow, which obviously this palette's yellow, but yeah, I like that shadow, which surprised me because when I first started blending it, I didn't think that I was going to like it, but I ended up liking it. That was a long-winded answer. Okay, so here is where I'm torn. I absolutely love this bright neon, almost yellow, but I also love this like mustard yellow. So I think for this look, I'm going to go with the really bright neon yellow. And I'm thinking today I might try a halo eye with this. I'm not sure. I might like start going that way, and then we'll just see where it goes. But for now, that is what I'm planning. Okay, so that shadow blended really nicely too. I will say, I'm just wiping a little bit of fallout out from, there wasn't much fallout, but there was a little bit. Um, so that shadow kind of had the same texture that I was talking about. It almost seemed a little chalky at first. When you dipped into it, it didn't seem like really smooth, but like it blended really nicely. So I mean, who cares? I actually really like how this is turning out. I think that the yellow looks so pretty and so cute. Okay, so now I think we are going to take, oh, and that yellow was called Sweet Spot. We are going to take this brown, which is called Buzzkill, and do a little bit of a crease. I kind of wish that this brown was maybe a little bit darker, because I don't know how well it's going to go on top of. I guess we'll find out. Okay, so yeah, kind of what I was afraid of. That brown is way too light to go over this yellow, so I wish that they would have put maybe a little darker of a brown in there, or maybe a different toned brown. So that didn't work so well. I think maybe I'm going to take this mustard shade. Oh, behave. Wow, what a pun. And maybe put some of that in to maybe just kind of darken that lighter yellow. Just in the crease. Okay, so that didn't really do much for it either. I do have a nice little base going down, so we're gonna work with that. But I also feel like I'm getting kind of crazy out of eyeshadow area over here, so I'm just gonna touch that up. Okay, so I'm going to take just the tiniest little amount of concealer on this brush right here and put it in the center of my eyelid, because I just want a really concentrated like shimmer going on. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry for a second. Okay, so I'm going to take Dandy, which is this really pretty shimmer shade right here, and I'm going to put that um, kind of on like all over, but like kind of diffuse the outer where I put the concealer. And then I'm going to take Palooza, which is this, I mean it's a pressed glitter, and I'm going to put that right in the center. Oh wow, that is so pretty. I absolutely love this glitter. This is so pretty. So there is a bunch of fallout. A loose glitter. Who saw that coming? Well, that's okay. That is so pretty. I'm gonna take this brush and kind of just blend the creases all together. You always want to make sure that you go back in and make sure there aren't any harsh lines or colors. I mean, unless you're specifically going for a look with harsh lines. You know what I mean? Oh, but that is so pretty. I love the glitter. I feel like I always want to get too carried away with it and just put glitter all over my eyes, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I think I'm going to stop there. It looks so cute. So I was trying to dust off my fallout, and I will say that I just used a big fluffy brush and kind of started brushing the glitter away, and the majority of the glitter did just kind of fly off, so that really helps. I'm still going to have to take a little bit of foundation because I'm kind of yellow down here, but I was expecting the glitter to give me more issue than it did, so that's really nice. So now I think I'm going to take, yeah, I think I'm going to take this mustard shade, Oh Behave, and put that under my lower lash line. I actually think I'm going to mix in a little bit of the brown Buzzkill too, but more of the mustard. I'm trying to decide if I want to put a wing on this or not. I think I want to leave this one without a wing. Okay, so I'm going to be right back. I'm going to clean up my fallout, throw on some mascara, and then we'll see the final look. Okay, so I'm back. I did throw on a wing. I decided that it needed one. Throw on some mascara, some lippy, and guys, I am so in love with this palette. It is so pretty. I love the way that the look turned out. I think it is so gorgeous. And I'm very happy. The shadows, I didn't really have any complaints about them except for this brown one, Buzzkill. I mean, it's a fine shadow. It didn't go well over top of, you know, the look I had going on, but it went nicely on the lower lash line. I mixed that with Oh Behave and put that on my lower lash line, and it worked pretty well there. So maybe in a different look I can get it to work a little better. But as far as the other shadows, blended out nice, great, didn't have any problems. As usual, the shimmer was absolutely amazing. The glitter was amazing. I did notice normally with the Colourpop shimmers, I take my finger and that's really the only way that I can get the color payoff that I want. But this one actually I did with the brush. I didn't really use my fingers at all and I got exactly what I was looking for. So that was nice. And all in all, I'm just really happy with this palette. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, leave me a comment, and see you next time. Bye.